we're cooking with eggs and I'm going to make an omelette. Well, sorry, we are going to make an omelette with Nadia from Curves. And we want to break the myths. Eggs, are they really good for you or not? I mean, some people say bad cholesterol. In the old days they did.
Yep, it's confusing for a lot of people, but eggs are actually really healthy, especially if they're free-range eggs because they've got a nice natural balance of fat. You know, a lot of people are worried about eggs because of the cholesterol content of eggs, but cholesterol in food doesn't directly translate to cholesterol in our bodies. The cholesterol in our bodies is more dependent on saturated fat. So, you know, if we're choosing lean proteins and low-fat dairy products, we'll be able to reduce our body's cholesterol. And those eggs actually have a lot of nutrients in the yolk, so it's not a food that we should necessarily avoid.
Yeah, especially if you love them like me.
Yep,
go for
absolutely,
them.
me too.
So what do we start with?
So I'll chop you up some veggies here.
Great.
We'll get those veggies
so what have
going.
you've chosen some...
Today we've got mushroom and capsicum, but you could have whatever veggies you want, really.
And this is great for breakfast or lunch, I guess.
So you can have it for breakfast or lunch.
Now, free-range eggs in Australia, everyone's eating free-range.
Yep, absolutely.
And things are changing. You see, how is it in America? Is it very, very popular
I don't think the awareness is as high as it is here, but it's very important that they're free-range eggs because, you know, when chickens are eating naturally, they have that natural balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fats, and when they're not eating that way, they're more inflammatory because there's a higher amount of omega-6s to omega-3s. So this is a healthy way to eat your eggs, is free-range eggs.
And we're doing a 2-egg omelette today, aren't we?
2-egg omelette.
And again, this is what you're teaching people in your plan that you have developed, that everything in moderation.
Absolutely,
is important.
That's right. And breakfast is really important, and this high-protein breakfast is gonna keep you full and give you great energy levels for the day. So
I think that's plenty for this
that'll be plenty.
2-egg omelette. So we'll just saute that. Are we allowed a little bit of salt when talking diet?
Absolutely. We need a little bit of salt. You know, unless you have high blood pressure, you know, you don't have to worry as much about the salt. I mean, you want to keep it in moderation, of course, but you know, unless you're specifically watching your salt, you know, season it here and there. It's fine.
You just gave me the go-ahead. Salt in the eggs
add a
and
little
salt.
more.
Can I get a little fork there, and I'll just quickly whisk these for you. I think I have an omelette once a week for breakfast, just because I like a variety. When you're having breakfast, like you say, I mean, you've said this to me before, it's very important. Breakfast is important part of the day.
Absolutely.
Even more important than lunch and then dinner sometimes, because it starts you off, doesn't it?
Exactly. Your metabolism's lowest when you're sleeping, and so breakfast literally breaks the fast after a night of sleeping, get your metabolism going. I'm just grating up some cheese here for you too. We'll add some cheese to that omelet, make it nice and delicious. If you're following a weight loss plan like Curves Complete, about a 1/4 cup of cheese in this omelet is what you're looking for. So a little bit.
That's not too bad at all.
No, not at all. And when you've got a nice cheese here, it's going to add a lot of flavor. You don't need a ton of it to really flavor this up.
So that's been cooking for a few minutes. It doesn't have to, but I like when those capsicum just sort of roasted a little bit and the mushrooms have just caramelised. Exactly. So I've got a little bit of water here. I like to always just put it when I'm making an omelette, just a touch of it.
That's great.
I think it just binds it all together, makes it still nice and fluffy.
Fantastic.
So, and I'll put that straight into our pan.
That's fantastic.
Yum. I love these little pans, just like a small one size just for one person.
Really the best way to do an omelet, but you know what, if you don't have a lot of time, something that I like to do, or maybe you want to make an omelet at work, you can actually use this product. It sounds crazy, but it actually works.
I was looking at that, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, you can actually, so you steam your veggies in here, you drop veggies in here, you put it in the microwave, and then if you pour eggs on top, put it back in the microwave for a couple minutes, you can actually make an omelet really fast that way. It sounds too good to be true, but it really works quite well. So, you know, if you wanted an omelet at work, or maybe you just have a busy morning, this works really well.
I think that's fantastic because obviously we don't all have stoves at work.
Exactly.
So, you know, you can still keep to your plan by taking that.
Absolutely.
Great little
Good
invention.
solution.
Yeah. So we just let that set, and then we're going to add some cheese and just, I guess, flip it over on top of each other.
We can sprinkle it on there?
Yeah.
All right.
This is not going to take long.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah. And that extra cheese is going to make it super, super nice.
Very delicious.
Yeah, well, we'll just wait for that to set and then flip it, and then it's ready. Look at that, the cheese is melted.
Oh, that's delicious.
This is so good. You wouldn't think that this is like a healthy dish, would you? Because it just looks so yummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Let's flip nicely, and then it should just slip out of the pan, like so. Oh,
beautiful.
Perfect.
Just add a little mushroom garnish here.
Yeah, fresh gnocchis. Do you get gnocchis in
You know what?
in
I
Texas?
haven't seen them, but now that I've tried them, I'm gonna have to look out for them.
Looks great too.
Delicious.
healthy omelette, eggs are good for you, good cholesterol.
Absolutely.